Hello everybody, my name is Stem Man. Today I will be talking about toilets, a story of how we take these machines for granted. You obviously know what a toilet is, right? We've all used one in our life. Well, what you don't know is the history behind them and how people are even struggling to use one. I'll tell you all about this in this presentation, so please, whenever you use a toilet, remember these points. Introduction. You should already know what the purpose is of a toilet. If you don't, I'm worried for you. The materials used in toilets are porcelain and sometimes plastic and metal. You know what plastic and metal is, but porcelain is the thing that we use in china plates. There are two types of toilets, flush and non-flush. We'll talk more about that later. The toilet industry in 2016 made $3 billion in revenue. The history of toilets. One of the very first toilets were invented in Skara Brae, Scotland in 3100 BCE. They used a kind of sewer system to remove, you know what. A couple years later, in Pakistan, they invented a toilet that is very similar to the toilets we have today, but except with a stone seat. The first flush toilet was invented by Sir John Harington, even though most people think it is Thomas Crapper. The design is a bowl of water being emptied when you press the handle. Non-flush toilets. Non-flush toilets are very basic. Most of them are actually holes in the ground. You might see them out outdoor places like parks and trails. In poorer countries, these are the only toilets you'll see. Flush toilets. Flush toilets are the most common toilets you'll see in a public building in a developed country. As I told you before, that Sir John Harington invented a flush toilet, right? Well then, why do most people think that it's Thomas Crapper? Well, because he invented the design that we use nowadays. Futuristic toilets. Besides flush and non-flush toilets, there are many other toilets with cool features. For example, there's a showroom in China with a 24-karat gold toilet. I don't have time to name all the cool toilets, so I'll name a few. There's a spoon-shaped toilet, a toilet with a sink on its back, a toilet that has an aquarium, a toilet that listens to your commands, and even a toilet that can be a soccer goalie. Statistics. The average person poops at least 130 grams of poop a day. 2.4 billion people don't have a clean toilet to poop in. 13% of people poop in the open. Toilets in underprivileged countries. As you can see in these three images, toilets in underprivileged countries are kept in bad conditions. In some countries, they even don't have toilets, like in the third image. Bill Gates Toilet Project. So now we're talking about Bill Gates. You may be confused, but stick with me. Bill Gates is very concerned about this issue, so he did some research and talked with his fellow scientists. They launched a challenge to reinvent the toilet and make it sustainable. Bill Gates Toilet Project. Bill Gates launched the Reinvent the Toilet project in 2012. He held the Expo Method Challenge in Washington in 2012, in India in 2014, and in China in 2018. The California Institute of Technology in the United States received first prize. They invented a solar-powered toilet that produces hydrogen and electricity. The University of Toronto won the third place prize. Their toilet produces drinking water and other resources. Conclusion. As you can see, there's a lot of story behind the machine we don't really think about. I hope you all learned something new and are impacted by the story of the toilet. Challenge. Try to make your own toilet design. This challenge is voluntary. Sources. The end.